The rugby world could be about to witness a fascinating tactical shift as Dave Rennie hints at introducing a bomb squad strategy for the All Blacks during their upcoming tour of South Africa. While this approach has become closely associated with the Springboks over the past several years, New Zealand has traditionally stayed loyal to a more balanced bench selection. Now, with fresh leadership and a willingness to explore new ideas, Rennie appears ready to test a strategy that has repeatedly challenged some of the world's strongest rugby teams. His comments have sparked discussion among supporters, analysts, and former players, all wondering whether this could mark the beginning of a new chapter in All Blacks rugby. The term "bomb squad" has become one of the most recognizable tactical phrases in modern rugby. It refers to selecting a bench heavily loaded with forwards, usually through a 6-2 split, meaning 6 forwards and 2 backs among the substitutes. The idea is simple but highly effective. Fresh, powerful forwards enter the game during the second half, maintaining physical intensity while tiring opponents struggle to keep pace. This strategy became famous under Rassie Erasmus and the Springboks, who successfully used it during their World Cup winning campaigns and in several major international competitions. Their ability to dominate the final stages of matches with powerful replacements changed how many coaches viewed the importance of the bench. South Africa's success encouraged several other international teams, including France, England, and Argentina, to experiment with similar tactics. However, the All Blacks remained one of the few leading nations that largely stayed with the traditional 5-3 split. The philosophy behind New Zealand's approach has often focused on flexibility, ensuring there are enough backline replacements to cover unexpected injuries while maintaining balance across the squad. Previous head coaches preferred this system even as the tactical landscape around them continued to evolve. There was one notable exception when Ian Foster experimented with a 6-2 bench during a match against South Africa before the Rugby World Cup. That match ended in a heavy defeat, and despite the result being influenced by many different factors, the selection did not become a regular feature of the All Blacks setup. During Scott Robertson's tenure, the team also continued to rely on the familiar 5-3 split. Now, under Dave Rennie's leadership, there appears to be renewed interest in carefully testing whether a different approach could benefit New Zealand in specific situations. Speaking about the plans for the South African tour, Rennie revealed that much of the preparation has already taken place. According to him, the coaching staff has selected squads for the opening 4 matches of the tour, including provincial fixtures against the Stormers, Sharks, and Bulls before the first test against the Springboks. These early games will provide valuable opportunities to evaluate players in different combinations and under different match conditions. Rather than making sudden changes during crucial test matches, the coaching group intends to use these fixtures to gather information and identify what works best for the squad. Rennie explained that every player is expected to receive game time during those opening weeks, allowing everyone to compete for positions while also giving the coaches a chance to observe different tactical options. Among those options is the planned trial of a 6-2 bench split during one of the provincial matches. This measured approach reflects careful planning rather than a dramatic change in philosophy. Instead of fully committing to a new strategy immediately, the All Blacks want to understand how it performs within their own system, with their own players, and against strong opposition in South Africa. Interestingly, when asked whether the team might eventually consider an even more aggressive 7-1 split, Rennie responded with humor rather than certainty. He joked about the possibility of going in the opposite direction with a 4-4 split before smiling about how his assistant coaches might react. Although the comment drew attention, it also highlighted an important point. Innovation remains part of the discussion, but the coaching staff is focused on practical decisions rather than simply copying another team's formula. For now, the 6-2 split appears to be the realistic option under consideration. Rennie also expressed confidence in the versatility of his squad, suggesting the players possess the flexibility required to make such a system work. Versatility has become increasingly valuable in modern rugby because players are often capable of covering multiple positions. This allows coaches greater freedom when selecting their replacements, reducing the risks that once discouraged teams from loading the bench with extra forwards. If players can successfully adapt to different roles during a match, tactical options naturally expand. That flexibility may prove particularly useful during physically demanding contests against South African opposition, where forward battles often determine the outcome. The timing of these experiments is also significant. Touring South Africa remains one of the toughest challenges in international rugby. Altitude, passionate home crowds, physical playing styles, and demanding travel schedules all create unique obstacles for visiting teams. Testing new tactical ideas in this environment provides realistic insight into whether they can succeed under pressure. Provincial matches offer the perfect opportunity to evaluate combinations without placing unnecessary pressure on major test encounters. Every scrum, line-out, breakdown, and defensive sequence will provide valuable evidence for the coaching staff as they prepare for the biggest matches of the tour. Fans have naturally begun debating what these potential changes could mean for the future of the All Blacks. Some believe embracing new tactical trends demonstrates adaptability and a willingness to evolve alongside the modern game. Others argue that New Zealand